How is it going, Nerders and MCOM Disposal Squad fans? And I know there's a few almost vanished spies out there too. No, you're all welcome. In this video, we're sort of going to be discussing our specializations and kits we have planned for our matches. My team could definitely use some more practice. You know, we've really had a hard time getting the right times and getting a lot of practice in there. So again, this video is not actually of one of our practice matches. I just picked an old squad rush I have. It's pretty old, but I sort of thought I'd try to keep with the theme rather than putting out one of my rush or conquest newer games. I'd stick with squad rush. So let's jump into it, shall we? First, we're going to start talking about our kits. And I think it's clear to me, and it should be clear to a lot of you, unless you're dealing with vehicles, the assault kit is the most useful kit. So in this match, we're going to be bringing at least 2 assaults. I mean, you gotta think, with an assault, you not only can handle close range situations, but you can also effectively engage enemies at long range as well. And then on top of that, they have defibs, and there's nothing better than getting a ticket back, being able to save your teammate once he's dead. So that is extremely useful. And then what we'll be using is a mix of health kits, smoke, and maybe just regular M320s. I know I said we might only have 2 assaults, so which of those are we going to use? It's really going to depend on the situation and how we're doing in the match. And I think if you watch some of the other previous matches in PTFO Director's Cut, you'll see there's a lot of squads with 3 assaults. And why are we only using 2? And that's really just because one of our participants who got selected is really fond of the support kit. So we're like, hey, you know, bring in the support kit. He's going to be bringing in the M27, which is pretty much as close to an assault rifle as you can get, right? And then, hey, you get claymores and ammo. So that's pretty nice. Now with the ammo, it's tough. We've talked about sort of being spread out in this match and being difficult to move around. So he's definitely got to get that ammo to us in the middle of the map, and we have to be able to converge, get ammo, and get back to our positions without putting any holes in our defense. So that'll be interesting, but hopefully we can make it work. And then lastly, for our squad, we're definitely thinking we're going to be bringing in the Recon, just because since there are motion sensor and spawn beacons allowed, those things are just too dang useful in a competitive squad rush. When we're going to see them moving, and we can put a spawn wherever the heck we want to really get around the enemy and keep them guessing where we're coming from. Now with this Recon, it's sort of really going to depend on the map and the situation, what gun they're going to be using. Our 2 options are obviously a semi-auto sniper rifle or PDW. For this kind of match, we're definitely not going to be rocking a bolt-action sniper rifle like Locklear from TAC did. No way. But what we're going to be thinking here is on some of the long-range maps, maybe like Carg Island, the semi-auto rifle might be good to sort of try to keep the enemy at bay and still be able to effectively engage them. But as they get closer, you know, if they die, quick switch to the PDW to really be effective at close range and take them down quickly. So there's our basic squad, and I think that's a very effective squad for any game mode, like I said, as long as you're not dealing with heavy vehicle opposition. So as we move into specialization, this is something I've actually wanted to make a video on for a long time, you know, and I think I still might, because it's different in squad rush in a competitive scene than it might be in different game modes in the public lobby. But I still think this could be beneficial not just for squad rush, not just for the competitive scene. I think off the start though, when you are talking competitive, or in most cases, sprint is sort of a gimme. Get where you're going faster. You know, I've done tests. Sprint isn't that much of an increase, but these maps are big, and after a long distance, that little bit of an increase in speed really does add up. And then in a competitive scene, the other team's going to have sprint, so you don't want them to be faster than you. So at the very least, you have to use it just to make sure you can keep up with the enemy. And then we come to frag. Oh man, frag is one of my personal favorites. I mean, can you beat having an extra grenade? I throw grenades like crazy. I mean, it's not only good so you can kill an enemy with it, but it's like a motion sensor. Throw it in a room, you get a hit marker, you know they're in there. That alone is very useful. And especially, even though we have a support, man, grenades take a long time to resupply. So having an extra one in your pocket, really nice. Also, since claymores are allowed, you know, it's good to be able to clear out areas just in case. So if you're keeping up, we have 2 specializations picked. We only have 2 spots left, but we had sort of 3 we wanted to pick up. We still like suppression and cover. But Mr. Time himself, my YouTube director partner, whose channel is definitely linked below, you should check him out, really wants to push for ammo. And my debate was, well, we have a support, but you have to remember, man, it's going to be hard to get that 1 ammo kit all across the map to all of our teammates. So he's pushing for ammo, so we just never have to worry about trying to grab the enemy guns depending on where we kill them. Our goal is to kill them before they get close to us. I mean, the other team is good, so we don't know if we're going to be able to do that, but we want to keep them out bay, so picking up their kit should not be super easy for us. So what we're probably going to do is bring in ammo at first. You know, it's nice to have those extra few clips in your pocket, but if we're seeming that we die too much before we even run out of our ammo, and then we'll probably switch it out to have both suppression and cover. But okay, we have ammo, we have one last spot. I would actually like your feedback on this as well. Which of these two should we use as our last squad specialization? Now, pre-patch, I think we all sort of agreed that we would be using cover, because in the long run, we rather want to suppress the enemy and make it harder for them to hit, or make it easier for us to hit our target. And our decision was, let's make it easier for us. I mean, heck, getting our kills is what's important here. So we need to not be affected by suppression as much so we can get on target and we can kill faster. So that's sort of what we're leaning towards, but you know, post-patch, we haven't had time to really test suppression and cover. How much do each of them do? Which really offers the greatest benefit? So I'd be interested, do you think cover is a smart choice? Or now maybe should we be rocking suppression because we're really not going to have our time getting on target? I'd love to hear your opinions. And I hope you learned a little bit and you can take some of these ideas we have for a competitive match and you can put these into working in the public matches and really benefit you and your squad. Also, just so you guys know, this match is going to be live tonight on my live stream at 9 p.m. Eastern or 1 a.m. GMT. Sorry about the time, you know, it's as early as we could get it done. Remember my live stream's on the screen right there, twitch.tv/massnerder. And that's obviously linked in the description for you. So go check it out. I hope to see you there. Make sure you click the follow button to be alerted right when we go. We'll be doing a little bit of warm-up before the match to be able to catch us then. Thanks for watching and happy gaming.